Hi, my name is Mike Hall, CEO here at Paul Fraser Collectibles, and welcome to episode 1 of what is my top tips for what to buy in the rare collectibles market right now, firstly for pleasure, but also for profit in the years ahead. So this is areas of the market where I foresee growth in prices in the year ahead. So my first recommendation should be self-evident based on my attire today, which is, of course, sporting legends, sporting memorabilia, something that is a really, really exciting market right now. Before I go on to that, let me just recap on what I covered in my last video, which was the key dynamics in play in the market right now that I think will have a material impact on prices for the year ahead. Now, the first one is museums who are buying at unprecedented levels and competing at auction against collectors. Now, they are taking more and more key items out of the market, driving increased scarcity and pushing prices up. The second one is a new area, which is fractional ownership, tokenization of rare collectibles. Now, a number of businesses have popped up in recent years, and they're getting bigger and bigger, and attracts a new young demographic of buyers into this market, this digital world of collecting. And I think this is a year where we'll start to see them transforming the market with their buying activities. The third one is the fact that, unfortunately, we continue to live in a world of extreme political and economic uncertainty. And I suspect we'll see more and more wealthy individuals looking at rare collectibles as an alternative investment, somewhere they can invest that's diversified as a safe haven in a less volatile asset that can also be used as an alternative currency based on you trade rare collectibles anywhere in the world. The fourth dynamic coming into play will be the new, younger generation of wealthy buyers who we are seeing in the market that are very online conscious and are buying online. And the areas that they are interested in, I think we'll see rising prices. The final point is something that's been prevalent for a number of years now, which I foresee will continue, which is the Asian buyer effect, particularly from Chinese and Indian buyers, the new wealthy individuals from those countries. I think they will continue to have a material impact in the market and the prices that are realized at auctions around the world. So, my first recommendation is sport and memorabilia, and this includes signed photographs, match-worn jerseys, and other items of memorabilia. Now, the key reasons I recommend this is, first and foremost, it's been very, very evident in recent years that this market is growing to the extent now that a number of big auction houses have set up dedicated departments to handle the growing demand for sporting memorabilia. And this has been borne out by auction realizations. A famous one, 2022 was when Diego Maradona's match-worn jersey from the 1986 World Cup match against England, the famous Hand of God match, which is probably painful for our English viewers, not so much so for a Scotsman like myself. That realised £7.1 million against an auction estimate of £4 million, which actually set a new record for a piece of sporting memorabilia. And that had overtaken the Babe Ruth jersey that was sold in 2019 for $5.64 million. So it just shows you how much the market has risen in a short space of time. Now, the thing about sports and memorabilia is a wide audience of potential buyers. You don't have to be an avid collector to want to own sport and memorabilia. And because of that, it's an incredibly liquid market. Now, last year, the market exceeded $35 billion and is forecast to grow by 10% per annum going forwards. And it's definitely an area of the market where the online effect had really been shown through because items are on online auctions and shared social media, and it has really created a global marketplace for this category. And I think that sports and memorabilia is something that in the years ahead is going to continue to grow. That is my personal belief on this. So what are my tips when you're buying sports and memorabilia? Well, there's three things I would consider. Firstly, anything that is an important sporting event, a key sporting legend, is always going to get the highest price, and that's an area that is always excels at auction. But the main thing to look out for when you're buying sports and memorabilia is provenance and authenticity. Unfortunately, the online market is awash with forgeries, particularly eBay and many other online platforms. And you have to work on the basis that if the price seems too good to be true, unfortunately, it is too good to be true. The third point, slightly morbid, but when sporting legend dies, there is always immediate height. Prices go up by a significant amount instantly. And this was evident. Pelé, prior to his death, match-worn signed jerseys of his would sell $5,000. After his death, in 2024, an important match-worn jersey sold for $150,000, which just shows how prices can change. So I'm now going to move on to my three specific recommendations, which we have available to purchase right now. And the first one is, of course, what I'm wearing. So this is Michael Schumacher's race-worn suit. And he wore this in his breakout season. It was worn in the 1993 German Grand Prix, which effectively marks the beginning of his career. This is available for £15,000. It's actually one of those items that I believe could sell for a six-figure sum in the future. My second item I'd like to recommend is Pelé. And this is a Pelé boot signed by him, which, as you can see, is an incredibly bold and large, instantly recognizable signature. And it is quite a fantastic thing. And it's actually priced very well. It's only £2,995. You could buy that from us today. My final item I'd like to share is from the legendary boxing great Muhammad Ali. Now, this is from a very important match. He's in mid-punch against Sonny Liston in his March 1964 fight, where he upset the champion at that time, one of the biggest boxing upsets of all time. And what's also fantastic about this is the size of the signature. The size of how bold the signature and how large the item is. And items like this sell for a premium, the smaller photographs. And this is available again for £2,995. So that's my three recommendations and the area I would recommend as an area to get involved in the rare collectibles market this year. So thank you for watching, and watch out for episode 2, where I will share my next top tip of what to buy in the rare collectibles market. Thank you very much.